What's up, my homies? So I totally just fucked up the last recording I tried to do with my voice. Totally fucked it up. I'm talking about this nostalgic video with Ocarina and Zelda and how I became to loving the Zelda series, and then I realized my fucking snowball mic wasn't plugged in the whole time. And I was like, fuck. But it's okay, I'm gonna do it again anyway because I really want to get these feelings out for why I started liking the Zelda series. So let's do it again, it's okay. Okay, so back when I was little, so I'll give you a little backstory. So I have two older brothers, and one of them is 9.5 years older than me. The other one is like 11 or 12 years older than me. So I was always the little one. I was observing and shit, and they were playing games when they were little. And I was even more little. But anyway, they were playing Ocarina, and I would go on the file, I'll make my own file. And I could read, but not very well. So obviously in Zelda games, you really needed to be able to read, or else you're gonna be screwed. Anyways, I'll go through the Great Deku Tree, and it was really fun. And then I would go to the Dongern's Cavern or whatever in Death Mountain, and I'll be able to beat that, and it was really fun. And then I'll go to Zora's Domain, and then at that point, I would not know what to do because I wasn't a good reader. So I was like, shit, I don't know what to do. So you know what I did? I literally just restarted the file, went through Deku Tree again, and the second dungeon. I literally just did the first and second dungeon over and over again because it was so fun when I was little. And I remember at Zora's Domain, I think this could be not correct, but I believe what the thing was stopping me when I was little was when you had to find the letter in the bottle from Princess Naruto, and you had to give it to the king of the Zoras. And I was in Lake Hylia, you had to find it. I had no fucking idea where that shit was. I didn't even know how to find it because I barely could read. Anyways, so go forward I don't know, 10, 12, 15 years in the future, I don't even know. Anyway, but my older brother was talking about Zelda again, and by the way, I was always into sports games, always into sports games, for years. The whole time I was a gamer, always loved sports games. I still love sports, but then one day, like I said, my older brother was talking about a Zelda game with his friend or some shit, and I was like, I remember playing Ocarina when I was little. That was pretty fun. Why don't I revisit that? So I went through it, and it was pretty tough. The first time you play Zelda games, shit, this is not easy, but I got through it, and then it was kind of funny because I didn't realize how awesome of a game it was and how nostalgic till after I beat the game. And I realized, I looked back at it, the realization hit, and I was like, whoa, that was a real awesome game, yo. Even for today's standards, I can imagine in 1998 how fucking amazing this is. One of the first 3D adventure games to be that successful. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So it was kind of an overall awesome feeling once I beat it, and I realized, holy shit, I was little like young Link, and I couldn't really become adult Link. And then now, actually I beat it, I think I was 18. I was 18, which was a couple years ago or so. I was 18, and I was like, I'm adult Link now, yo. I'm adult Link, and I beat this game. It's kind of I really felt like, you know what I'm saying, I really felt like I was kind of Linking away. Any fucking way. So, and I remember going on my older brother's file when I was little. I'd go on my older brother's file, and obviously you spawn in the Temple of Time and you're older and shit. I go outside and you see Ganon's castle and all the mummies, and it's like, shit, I don't want to go near Ganon's castle. That shit looked scary as hell when I was little. So I literally just ventured around Hyrule, and I remember bits and pieces of this. I don't remember everything because it was such a long time ago, but I remember actually finding the Forest Temple, and I remember certain rooms, and sitting with the Water Temple, and I think a few other temples as well. So years later, when I went through the game in its entirety, I remember certain rooms. I was like, I remember finding this shit when I was little. So that was really cool, and it was really nostalgic. Anyway, another nostalgic game was Majora's Mask. I never went through it when I was little at all. I only went around Clock Town, and that was another really fucking scary game when I was little, yo, because got the timer in the corner when knowing when the world's gonna end. Damn. But that was definitely nostalgic. But Wind Waker was maybe, I think Wind Waker and Ocarina are definitely my top two most nostalgic games of all time. I remember going on my brother's file and just riding around the Great Sea, and it's all these islands and different things to explore. It felt so rich, and it's just awesome, happy feeling, because the Great Sea theme is I still love the Great Sea theme so much. I can listen to that shit all day and it won't get boring. Anyways, I actually went down to the bottom because obviously this is after he beat the game on my brother's file. So I went down to the bottom where Hyrule is, and actually fought Ganondorf. And Ganondorf fight isn't as scary in that game, like, you know, other games are, because like the cell shading feel. But I definitely remember fighting that Ganondorf fight over and over and over, the, you know, the sword battle. I never fought Puppet Ganon because it kind of skips it if you already beat the game, so I never knew about that until I came back to it like 10 years later. Anyway, I remember fighting Ganondorf the sword battle over and over and over, and I loved it. It was such a fun thing to do. When I came back to it, I remember fighting him. I remember water and stuff, but I never exactly remember the cutscenes at all. So I'm glad I don't remember that. So I was still like, oh shit, the King of Hyrule and all this cool stuff. Anyway, that's the reason why. So after I beat Ocarina a couple years ago, and I felt like, wow, that was so cool. I remember this in my childhood. I felt like I grew up with Link and all that awesome shit. Then I went out to Majora's Mask and I beat it. Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. And I beat the 5, 3D Zelda games. I also beat Link to the Past because that's my brother's favorite. He's like, you gotta play that game, dude. So I went through these Zelda games and I realized how awesome they were. And then I looked up for the new Zelda game, this was like a couple years ago. I was like, yo, this is gonna be an open world game. This looks so fucking beast. So I've been waiting this for a while, and obviously Breath of the Wild, it's totally been everything I've wanted to be. 100%, man. Like, even the cons in that game, all the pros are so awesome. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So that's really basically how my nostalgia and how I started loving the Zelda series. And I want to know how you guys started loving the Zelda series, because, you know, I have my little story, my little nostalgic bond with Ocarina and Wind Waker. And I feel like I grew up with Ocarina because I was little and I never could complete the 3rd dungeon. I never could get to the 3rd dungeon. And I'm older and 18. I was 18 at the time. Then I went through the game in its entirety, so I feel like I actually grew up like Link does in the game. Anyway, let me know your little story if you have anything about how you started loving the Zelda series. And that's about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It sucks I had to record this twice. I thought I had it so well, and I looked and the shit was unplugged, and I was like, no, my voice probably sounds like shit without my snowball mic. But that's it, guys. It's Edible Incredible signing out. Say hi to my homies. Peace.